everybody, welcome back for another episode of Planner Advent. I've got some planners here. I've finally printed off some of the dates that I'm going to be doing, and I have a pencil pouch with me. I shared this on Instagram, and I think a lot of people loved it just as much as I did. It is a mystery machine. It's light blue, so it means it's gonna get dirty fast, but I still love it because it's Scooby-Dooby-Doo. So, welcome back, and I've got lots of stuff in here that I need to go through, and also I've got some new sets of questions for this video. And this video is all about YouTube, what you are watching here right now. I've had a much busier week than I've had since COVID started. Let's go to my weekly view. There we go. This was my week. And I'm gonna get, just so you can see how large this pencil pouch is. Look at all of that. Yes, I know it's not as organizable as this. This is really, I think, one of the best pencil pouches out there, the Heat Lab, and they've got many different sizes. But this one was an early Hanukkah present for me. Hanukkah doesn't start until Thursday evening, and then it lasts for 8 nights. Because for the Jewish calendar, like Shabbat for us starts at sundown on Friday. So sundown Friday to sundown Saturday is our day of rest. And I still have to do the dishes. Trash was taken out, litter was done. The pet water was done on Thursday, and it won't need to be done until Monday or Tuesday. And then I still have to get the coffee ready. So there's still things that I have to do. And we had rehearsal and then recording session this evening. And trying to think all of my to-dos on here. Someone had asked about this. This is just a piece of leftover laminate that I have after doing some projects. So what I decided to do was to cut little kind of squares of it that would fit these Post-it notes from Poyenhun. And then I can put some extra notes that pertain to things this week without having to go into either like a dot grid page or a daily page, because if I don't need this extra space and I write like 2 things, I'd feel like I was wasting that. I would rather save this and use it on a day where I really have a lot of stuff going on. But so all I did was just put these little memos here with little to-dos. Okay, so this isn't a planning video. This is, well, I guess it's a planning video. It's Planner Advent. But I have my questions in here, and I just wanted to mark those few things off. I carried this around with me all day the last week because I've had a lot of stuff going on. But when I came home at night, I checked this. Doop, doop. Okay. Trash, litter, nope. And then coffee and dishes is all I have left to do. Did that. Okay. So, one of the main reasons why I have this out is I have written down the questions that I have to answer back here in my, I'll show you what it looks like, my YouTube section. These are fun. And it's one more page, I think. Yes, here we are. So, let's see. I haven't really done anything new in here. That was such a fun art class with Bree. If you're looking for something fun to do, this was my take that I did during the class, and this was me trying to replicate it afterwards using different tools. These are actual watercolors, and these are Arteza real brush pens. So you can see the difference, the more depth and layers because it's watercolor. And these I didn't really water down that much. I just scrub-a-dub-a-dub. Oh, I did do something this week. I did this little Keroppi. I have a bunch of stickers, like vinyl stickers of Keroppi, and the vinyl sticker for this, the little snail, is up here, and it's a different size. And I decided to take my hand at drawing it, kind of like I did back here with the little Keroppi and his little ghost friend and his snail. I did a pretty good job matching the colors, except Keroppi's a different green here. But I thought I did see something. Oh, and I colored this in my Hanukkah. It's a menorah for Hanukkah. So it's got the center candle. You've got a center candle, and then 4. One of each of these for the night of Hanukkah, and then this one, it's a word in Hebrew called shamash, and it means helper. So that's the helper candle that helps to light all of the other candles for Hanukkah. So I colored that as well. But yeah, and he just sweet. Yeah, I love me some Keroppi. Oh, and we had Pringles. I think those are in here already. Oh, and this is what came with my Mystery Machine pencil pouch. And it's a real Warner Brothers, and I got it through boxlunch.com. They have a lot of, movie type stuff, and I really like it. So, yeah, I just kind of took some notes for upcoming events. It's too big. Maybe I can move this to another. Well, we'll see. I was like, let's put that down. So here's number 7. So since this one is all about YouTube, I'm going to, be talking a lot about different aspects of my YouTube channel, in a way that I don't think I normally have talked about YouTube. So it was basically, why are you on YouTube? So I started my YouTube channel back in 2006. And one of the main reasons was for students, for my flute students. I was trying to find some ways to interact with other members of the flute community, and also some of my students. For some pieces, I'm just gonna put that down. Oh, and people always ask, this is just permanent double-sided tape by Scotch. I use this than a lot of those tape runners, or I still use glue sticks, but I've been using this since we have it, and it's cheaper than those tape runners, and you can buy the rolls and just replace it on here. We're trying to be more environmentally friendly. Yes, I know it's tape. Yes, I know it's plastic. Those things are both inherently harmful with the environment. I mean, so is Tomoe River paper. The chemicals that they put on the paper that prevent it from bleeding through are bad for the environment. The plastic cover is bad for the environment. The leather, the way it's produced, is bad for the environment. You kind of have to pick and choose, I guess. And so I've chosen this because I can buy a box of refills for it, and it's so much cheaper than it is, and it works just as good. And you can use less or more. I tend to be heavy-handed with it, so yeah, there's that. So let me get back to it. So that's why I'm on YouTube. Is I was looking to record some exercises and pieces for my students. There's a lot of videos that I've done that are not even made public. And I haven't even given those out to students, those web addresses. Like if there's a piece they're working on or an exercise they're working on, I recorded it and would send them the link so they could have a listening guide when they're at home practicing. If they're waiting for a recording that they, back then, a compact disc or whatever, because iTunes was in its infancy around 2006. It existed. I had an iPod, but a lot of classical music really wasn't on iTunes and those other, like one of them was called Rhapsody, and there was another thing like iTunes at that time. So that was why I started on YouTube. But I didn't start putting planner videos on YouTube until around One Book July in 2015. I had already been using my Midori Traveler's Notebook, my original brown in the passport and the standard size. I had been using them for, quite some time. I'm going to get some tools out. I'm not sure what's in this pouch. Glitter pens and some Bible highlighters. This is the fun pouch. This is the other one was by Mindy Laceville as well. But this is a fun pouch because it has all of my tombos in it, and I can keep them in a drawer. But, so it was 2015 is when I started making my first planner videos. And those planner videos had to deal with One Book July. It was, I think, my second, maybe third time doing One Book July. It was, I was using a new size to me. I wasn't using the, my standard or my passport. I was actually using a Chic Sparrow. It was a personal size, and it was the chocolate creme in personal. I still have the Traveler's Notebook. I couldn't sell it. It's one of the notebooks that's going to stay with me. If I sell like 90% of what I have, that one is going to stay with me because I still use it sometimes. Let's see. I know I have it really close. Yep. Here it is. This is like a trip down memory lane. This was, and I have it in a Traveler's Factory coffee bag, but this was that Traveler's Notebook. And what's kind of funny is I have it set up for this year because I used, personal size for a while this year. It was one of the many, I wouldn't say planner fails, but it was one of the many planner choices I made. But I have a 2020 calendar in here, which you can see the last time I did anything in it was August. Or I guess July. I did put, because I thought I might use it, I've got, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, and Sukkot are high holy days in here. But yeah, I have a Nissa made. Oh, I've got some washi tape on a Trader Joe's card. This is a zipper pouch. I have a week and monthly tracker. I have a Craftex folder with a weekly insert. I guess I used it for August, or at least part of August. Yeah. Yep, I used this for August. Look at that. Well, until the last week. Got a writing board. This is the Hobonichi Weeks writing board, which I cut down to personal size. And then I have a Tomoe River paper. No, this isn't Tomoe River paper. It's, what paper did I use? I can't remember. It's a great insert I made. But you can see it has a secretarial pocket in the back. And notice the big size of it. It's not the smaller one Shakespeare uses now. It's the full old pen loop. And you'll see in the front, there's the pocket as well. So yeah, so this was what I started using in my planning videos. And I still love this notebook. Love it a lot. But what we're talking about is, like, the next question is, you know, what was my first YouTube video? So it actually wasn't even a flute video, and it's still live. I will put it in the info box above, and I will show you the photo of it right here. And that photo is of a cute little guy. His name is Cheburashka. So what question is this? I should have been writing these down. Anyways. Yeah, his name is Cheburashka. So I'll write it in Cheburashka. Or if you're writing that in Russian, it's a che, ye, b, u, r, a, sh, ka. Cheburashka. He's a cute little indescript character that, you know, he's from the wilderness somewhere. He was discovered in Moscow in a box of oranges. Yeah, that's apelsini, oranges. The zoo didn't know what he was, so he was sent away to live in a phone booth. And then he meets this friend that's a crocodile who actually works at the zoo but doesn't live at the zoo. His name is Crocodile Guiena, and they have adventures, and there's this little old lady that sees them being happy, and she has a pet weasel or like ferret. I think it's a weasel, and they go around trying to, you know, like all cartoons, you know, it's claymation also. Anyways, I digress. It's a great story, and I will see if I can link a Cheburashka cartoon in the info box. So I better write a note to do that video in the info box. Yeah, it's a great cartoon, but I got a stuffed animal of Cheburashka sent to me from a friend, and it says like 20 different Russian sayings. He like counts, you know, up to 5. He's like, raz, dva, tri, четыре, пять, and he's like, that's all you need to know. And he says, you know, like, you know, я тебя люблю, ты хороший друг, you know, like, I love you, you're my best friend, or you're a good friend. He also talks about moloko, like a chocolate, chocolate moloko, like a chocolate milk, and there's just all these cute little sayings. There are other ones that do other things, but yeah. But that video of Cheburashka, I published April 6th of 2011. And that video is my most watched video. And it only has, well, only, it's a lot, I think, 47,170 views. It's about a minute long, minute and a half. It makes money every day or two, not a lot, but it gets, in the last 28 days, if today the 6th, as I'm recording this, is the 28th day, it's been viewed 26 times of those 28 days by at least one person. And I think it's because, kids, wanting to find cartoon information about, Cheburashka, and it's, you don't even see my face. You just see, him up close to the camera, and I'm pressing his hand, and he's saying all his different sayings. But yeah, that video has 47,170 views. So that's quite fun. So that's my #1 video. I'm going to do a couple of them. My #2 video is non-planner related as well, which I find kind of funny. But I've always wanted to live in a tiny house. I mean, I live in an apartment that's almost 1,000 square feet. It's probably like 920 some square feet, or at least livable square feet, because of closets and stuff like that. But there used to be in Tulsa a company that built tiny houses. They have since gone out of business, or I don't know, but they were off of the highway, and we would drive by, and I would always be like, I really want to go look at that place. And so one day we just decided, okay, we're gonna go look at that place. And so we went and looked at the place, and we fell in love with the house. But I mean, me being a musician, and at that time the husband was just a boyfriend. We weren't even, when was that video? 2016. It was like a couple of weeks before we got engaged, because gay marriage wasn't legal yet. I think that's the right year, 2016. So we weren't in any financial situation, me being a classical musician and a part-time university professor, and him being at that time he was a full-time special ed teacher. We just didn't have the financial means, and they were really nice houses, and they had great living, and it was really nice, but it was probably like, to get everything the way we would have wanted, to have been around $69,000. And it would have been, oh gosh, maybe 3/4 the size of our apartment now. And yeah, so we were like, no, it looks great. But that video is called Chattahoochee. Yes, I will write that down so you can see. It's called Chattahoochee Quick Tour. And I will leave it in the info box. And I'll leave the, this is what the thumbnail for that video looks like here. And so this video, well, here, let me write this stuff down here. April 6th of 2011. The Chattahoochee video has 26,124 views. And that one went live on May 26th of 2016. And that video is only about 4 minutes long. This one's about a minute and a half. This one's about 4 minutes long. They're not very long videos. But you can see old. We look so young. Chad's in there in the video, and you can see a little bit of me in the video, and we just kind of give you a tour of the tiny house. My third most viewed video, and this is the first one that's kind of planner related. It's called the Craft Folder Tutorial. And this one is from July 15th of 2015. And it has a little bit to do with this. I was looking for folders, since that was a new planner size for Chic Sparrow. I was looking for folders, and I couldn't find anybody that was making them in that size. So I took one of the Midori folders I bought and, took the seams and kind of pulled apart the seams and traced it just so I could see how it worked, and then took that design and idea and simplified it because I didn't have any of the fancy tools. I used cutting board. I used like my Martha Stewart scoring board. I used scissors and craft paper and cardstock from Michaels. It was, yeah. And that video has, how many does that have? 22,932 views. And, that's another one that still gets viewed every day. With that one as well, I'll leave the video in the info box. And then I'll tell you my last one, and this is another old video too, and it's called My Midori, because they were still called Midori at that time. 2016 setup. So that video was from December 22nd of 2015. I was basically telling you how I was going to use my Midoris, and it was my standard size and my passport size. There were a couple of standard size. I might have already had my Pan Am by then. I can't remember. But I will leave what the photo of the video looks like here. So that's the thumbnail. And I will also leave that video in the info box above. And that one has 20,173 views. So that's a lot of views, I think. I don't have, how do you say? I don't have like the numbers I think that a lot of other people do, but it's because I'm not following trends. If I was to follow my trends, I would need to be doing stuff about Cheburashka and tiny houses, because those are my most viewed videos. It isn't until like a tutorial on something, So, like, for me with YouTube, actually, I'll give you, like, exact numbers. So the number of subscribers, my total views, and then also watch time, just so you can kind of see what that adds up to. So the total number of subscribers I have at this moment of filming this is 6,358. And I mean, it's taken me a long time to get there. I mean, number one, I'm a guy in the planner community. So, I tend to not follow a lot of the fads that a lot of the ladies do. Or I don't do the cutesy planning because, that's... I tend to, like, I do put color and things down, but I don't use sticker sets. And I think it's because I I don't know. I don't know why. That we'll put that in another video. Total number of views. I have 1,218,842 views, which is a lot. It's a lot more than I thought. I knew I had close to 1,000,000, but I didn't realize it was almost 219,000 more. And then in minutes, that ends up being 107,530.2 minutes. So those are kind of like my top 4 videos. But I kind of think I gave, good little explanations about each of those. But I love making videos for YouTube. I don't think many people do something like this originally, not because it's something that they like. Yes, there are times where, I publish a video and it doesn't get the reception that I would like. I'm trying to puppies at my feet. I'll include a photo of Puppy. Sometimes videos don't get the reception that they want, and that's okay. Or being that this is the internet, you can get like trolls or people just being rude to be rude. And again, I have to remind myself that, especially this year has been a cluster, for sure. It's been a dumpster of a year, but knowing that for every view and every subscriber, I'm thankful for, and I know that my videos are being viewed by people that are interested in the things that I'm doing, whether it be flute related or planner related, or they want to see the newest unboxing. And that's one thing that I'm going to talk about is I'm thinking, I've started to make a lot of the videos where I have done unboxings, especially of like Foxy Fix, because I don't know if they're going to be coming back after the new year, and Chic Sparrow and some others. I've made about 90% of the unboxing videos that I've done, I've made them private, because in this time right now, to me, it seems a little insensitive to be, and here I am showing, here's my Hobonichi, I'm going to write what I'm doing today in it. Actually, I am going to write film. It looks like I wrote flim. Film, that's my dyslexia coming through because it's late at night and I'm just incredibly exhausted today. Film planner Advent Day 7. Okay, so now my ADD is, what was I just talking about? Yeah, that lets you know how this week has been going, because I have been just so busy. I have students tomorrow. I've got another recording session. Tuesday is a teaching day, and I've got to make sure that students are. Yeah, it's a lot. But oh, I remember what I was talking about. Let's go back. So I think it's being a little insensitive, and I don't want to, in this time where I know people are either unemployed or underemployed, and I don't want that FOMO to be around. I just I want to be very mindful about what I put out in the universe. I want to, really be mindful about what I share. And I think, unboxing. And at first I started the channel because, like I hadn't gotten a chic sparrow before. And for me, it was something new and it was a new size. And some people on Instagram and the Facebooks were like saying, "Ooh, let us see what it's like when you get it." And then One Book July happened and this was my one book. And oh, I just love this notebook. This is one that will never part. And it does have my name. It's really hard to see. But this is also the original elastic in it. I have had to tighten this elastic because, over time it does stretch. But I think eventually I'm going to have to replace that. But, I want to use my platform in a mindful way, where, like when you look at my numbers, Cheburashka, Small House Tour, Craft Folder Tutorial, and then it isn't until like my fourth video that has to do with the Midori Traveler's Notebook. It just goes to show what our unboxings, yeah, they might get you a quick, 500 to 1,000 views, but, I'm just, as you can see from my Tombow markers, I got the supplies. I don't need any more. I have those. Some of them are artist loft, but I don't need any more stuff. I don't need any more traveler's notebooks. And of course, like as I say that, I look and I think I have arriving. I ordered a new A5 cork cover from Brie for this. I love the Hobonichi covers, but they tend to be a bit on the bulky side. I have. Where did I put that sucker? Oh, here she is. This is one of Brie's beautiful A6s, and this is going to be my Hebrew and my finishing of my conversion to Judaism book. And this is going to be for my reading and my notes and stuff that I have. And just look at the difference. It's got an MD. Of course, this has the whole year Hobonichi in here. But they're just so, I don't know. And it's cork. It's a renewable material. Yeah. So I think I might put this for a while in the new cork cover when it comes. So, yeah. Let me go back to the 7th. I think that those were all of the questions. Yeah. So I think, my YouTube channel is going to be making a little bit of a change where it's going to be more about process, not so much the things. This is just a Brie's notebook that I've had since 2017, that I just haven't used. And I'm kind of excited for the changes. Oh, there we are. That's my planner advent. What I will do is I will link everything in the description below. I will also link, there's a playlist for all of the videos that Seemownay has started. And so today's the 7th. So I will also link in the 6th video, which was Seemownay's. And I will link in the person who is the 8th, the video for the 8th. And I can't remember who that is right now because they're a little out of order this week. So there we are. I hope you enjoyed my mad ramblings tonight. I'm really tired, but I'm high on adrenaline because of all of the fluting that's been happening. So if you're new here, because I know that I've gotten some new people here, and I'm so thankful that you're here. If you have any questions, leave them down below. If you're new and haven't subscribed, why don't you smash that subscribe button and click the bell if you want to get notifications when new videos go up, because YouTube has a tendency of doing things like unsubscribing people and also not notifying them when I have new videos coming up. So there we are. Like, again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.